My child, I am going to tell you something that sounds crazy, but is absolutely true. The reason you found this message today is because your breakthrough was scheduled to begin this week, and heaven needed to prepare you before it arrives. What comes next will happen so fast you will barely have time to process it. Stay with me, and I will show you exactly what to expect and exactly how to handle it. My dear child, I need you to stop for just a moment and really listen to what I am about to share with you. This message is so important, and it comes from a place of deep love that you may not even fully understand yet. Right now, as you read these words, you are standing at a moment that will change everything. You have been walking for so long, carrying heavy burdens on your shoulders, moving through days that all feel the same. Your feet are tired, your heart feels worn down, and somewhere deep inside, a small voice keeps whispering that maybe things will never get better. But I am here to tell you something that will shake every doubt you have ever felt. You are not meant to stay where you are. The life you have been living, the one filled with struggle and disappointment, is not the life I created for you. You were made for so much more than this endless cycle of trying and failing, hoping and hurting. I watch you every single day, and my heart aches when I see you going through the same painful patterns over and over again. You wake up each morning wondering if today will be different, but by nighttime, you feel that familiar heaviness settling back into your chest. Let me speak very plainly to you right now. The path you have been walking is not leading you anywhere good. It is like a circle that keeps bringing you back to the same place of emptiness. You think you are moving forward, but actually you are just walking in loops. This is not your fault. So many voices have told you which way to go. So many people have given you advice that sounded wise, but led you nowhere. The world has painted pictures of success and happiness that turned out to be nothing but illusions. You chased after things that promised to fill the empty spaces in your soul, but they left you feeling even more hollow than before. I want you to understand something very clearly. Those shortcuts that seemed so attractive, those quick fixes that everyone told you would work, they were never meant for you. They were distractions, designed to keep you away from the real treasure that has been waiting for you all along. Think about how many times you have reached for something, believing it would finally bring you peace, only to discover it was just another disappointment wrapped in shiny packaging. Think about how many nights you have laid awake wondering why nothing seems to work out the way you hoped it would. The truth is this: you have been drinking from wells that can never satisfy your thirst. You have been eating food that can never fill your hunger. No matter how much you consume from the world around you, you remain empty, because what the world offers was never designed to complete you. Only I can give you what your soul truly needs. Only I have the living water that will end your thirst forever. Only I have the bread that will nourish you from the inside out. Right now, I am offering you a choice that will determine the entire direction of your future. You can keep walking the road you know, the one that feels safe because it is familiar, even though it has brought you nothing but pain. Or you can take my hand and let me lead you down a completely different path. This new path does not look like anything you have seen before. It will require you to trust me when you cannot see where you are going. It will ask you to believe in promises that sound too good to be true. But I am telling you with absolute certainty that this path leads to life, real life, abundant life, the kind of life that will make you wonder why you waited so long to take my hand. I know what you are thinking right now. You are afraid. Fear has become such a familiar companion to you that you almost do not notice it anymore. It whispers to you constantly, telling you to stay where you are, warning you that change is dangerous, convincing you that the unknown is your enemy. But let me tell you what fear really is. Fear is the voice of everything that wants to keep you trapped. It is not protecting you. It is imprisoning you. And I have come to set you free. Freedom is standing right in front of you, closer than you think. All those desert seasons you have walked through, all those dry and barren places where nothing seemed to grow, they are about to give way to gardens overflowing with life. The wilderness is ending. The promised land is beginning. But you have to make a choice. You have to decide right here, right now, whether you will keep circling in the wilderness, or whether you will cross over into everything I have prepared for you. Let me paint a picture for you of what awaits on the other side. Imagine waking up each morning with genuine joy bubbling up inside you. Not because everything is perfect, but because you know you are exactly where you are meant to be. Imagine feeling a deep sense of peace that does not depend on your circumstances. Imagine having clarity about your purpose and direction. Imagine relationships that nourish your soul instead of draining it. Imagine work that fulfills you instead of exhausting you. Imagine finally breaking free from the addictions, the negative patterns, the toxic cycles that have held you captive for so long. All of this is possible. All of this is waiting for you. But it will never happen if you keep clinging to the old ways. You cannot pour new wine into old containers. You cannot build a new life on old foundations. Everything has to change, and that change begins with a simple act of surrender. You have to stop trusting in your own understanding and start trusting in mine. You have to stop trying to control everything and start letting me lead. I know this sounds scary. Your mind is probably racing right now with 1,000 questions. What if it does not work? What if I fail? What if I am not strong enough? What if people think I am crazy? These questions are normal, but they are also the very chains that have been holding you back. You will never find the answers by staying where you are. You will only find them by stepping forward in faith. Before we go any further, I want to pause and ask you something. If this message is touching your heart right now, if you feel something stirring deep inside you, I want you to do something for me. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your support helps spread these words of hope to people all over the world who are desperately searching for truth. Every like, every comment, every share creates a ripple effect that can change lives. So please, be part of this movement. Help me reach the hearts that are crying out for help. Now, let me continue speaking to your heart. I want to address something that might be holding you back right now. You might be thinking that you have tried to change before, and it did not work. You might have made promises to yourself that you broke. You might have started down new paths, only to find yourself back at the beginning again. And because of these past failures, you have started to believe that change is impossible for you. You have started to think that maybe you are just meant to struggle, that maybe this is all there is. But I want to shatter that lie right now. Your past failures do not define your future possibilities. Every single time you fell down before, you were trying to walk in your own strength. You were relying on your own willpower, your own determination, your own resources, and human strength, no matter how impressive it seems, always runs out eventually. This is why you kept falling back into old patterns. Not because you are weak or flawed or unworthy, but because you were never meant to do this alone. This time is different because this time you are not doing it by yourself. This time, you have me walking beside you, carrying the weight you cannot carry, providing the strength you do not have, illuminating the path when everything looks dark. When you take my hand, you tap into a power source that never runs dry. You gain access to wisdom that sees around corners you cannot see. You receive protection from dangers you do not even know exist. Think about it this way. Imagine a small child trying to move a massive boulder. The child pushes and strains with all their might, but the boulder does not budge, even a tiny bit. The child might try over and over, growing more frustrated and exhausted each time. But then a parent comes along, and with almost no effort at all, rolls the boulder away. The child could never have done it alone, no matter how hard they tried. But with the parent's help, what seemed impossible becomes effortless. This is what I am offering you. Stop exhausting yourself trying to move boulders you were never meant to move alone. Stop beating yourself up for not being strong enough to overcome obstacles that require supernatural strength. I am here, and I am more than capable of handling everything that seems overwhelming to you right now. Your job is not to be strong enough. Your job is simply to trust me enough. Trust is not always easy, especially when you have been hurt before. Maybe people have let you down. Maybe life has disappointed you so many times that your trust muscles have atrophied. Maybe you have built walls around your heart to protect yourself from more pain. I understand this completely. But I need you to know that I am not like the people who hurt you. I am not like the circumstances that disappointed you. My love for you is perfect, unchanging, and absolutely reliable. I have never broken a promise, and I never will. When I say I will lead you to green pastures, I mean it. When I say I will restore your soul, you can count on it. When I say I have plans to prosper you, and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future, these are not empty words. These are ironclad guarantees backed by my character, and my character is flawless. I am incapable of lying. I am incapable of failing. I am incapable of abandoning you. So here is what I need you to do. I need you to make a decision right now, in this very moment, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel more ready. Right now. The time for hesitation is over. The season of sitting on the fence has ended. You have circled this mountain long enough. It is time to move forward. I am asking you to choose life. Choose hope. Choose the path that leads to everything your heart has been longing for. Yes, it will be unfamiliar. Yes, it will require faith. Yes, there will be moments when you feel uncertain. But I promise you, with everything I am, that this path leads to places more beautiful than you have ever imagined. This path leads to the fulfillment of dreams you thought were dead. This path leads to healing for wounds you thought would hurt forever. This path leads to freedom from chains you thought were permanent. The old way has nothing left to offer you. You have squeezed every last drop out of it, and it has proven itself bankrupt. It cannot give you what you need. It cannot take you where you want to go. It cannot satisfy the hunger in your soul. So why keep going back to it? Why keep hoping that somehow this time it will be different when you already know how that story ends? I am calling you to something completely new. Not just a slightly improved version of your current life, but a total transformation. I am talking about the kind of change that makes people look at you and wonder what happened. The kind of change that breaks generational curses and sets your family on a new trajectory. The kind of change that turns your mourning into dancing and your ashes into beauty. This change is available to you right now, not because you have earned it or deserve it, but because I love you. My love is not based on your performance. It is not conditional on you getting everything right. It is a free gift, offered with an open hand, waiting for you to receive it. All you have to do is say yes. Say yes to the new path. Say yes to trusting me instead of your own understanding. Say yes to releasing control and letting me guide you. Say yes to believing that I have good plans for you, even when you cannot see them yet. Say yes to stepping into the unknown with the confidence that I know exactly where I am taking you. When you say yes to me, everything shifts. The atmosphere around you changes. Doors that were locked suddenly swing open. Resources that seemed unavailable suddenly appear. People who can help you suddenly cross your path. Opportunities you never noticed suddenly become visible. This is not magic. This is simply what happens when you align yourself with my purposes and plug into my power. I have been waiting for this moment. I have been preparing things for you that you do not even know about yet. There are blessings with your name on them, just waiting for you to step into position to receive them. There are miracles queued up, ready to manifest the moment you move in my direction. There are breakthroughs that have been delayed only because you were not yet ready to handle them. But now, everything is coming together. Can you feel it? Something is shifting inside you right now as you read these words. That shift is not an accident. It is me, working in your heart, stirring up faith, awakening hope, dissolving fear. I am preparing you for what comes next. I am getting you ready to receive everything I have for you. But I need your cooperation. I need you to stop fighting me. I need you to stop clinging to the familiar just because it feels safe. I need you to stop listening to the voices that tell you to stay small, stay hidden, stay stuck. Those voices are not from me. They are from an enemy who knows that if you ever fully step into who you were created to be, you will become unstoppable. You were created for greatness. Not the kind of greatness the world talks about, where you have to step on others to climb the ladder of success. I am talking about the kind of greatness that comes from being fully yourself, operating in your unique gifts, fulfilling your specific purpose. You have a role to play in this world that no one else can fill. You have a voice that needs to be heard. You have talents that need to be used. You have a story that needs to be told. But none of that can happen if you stay where you are. None of that can flourish in the environment you have been living in. You need new soil. You need fresh water. You need clean air. You need the conditions I have created for you in the place I am calling you to. So let me ask you one more time. Will you come with me? Will you trust me enough to leave behind what is not working and step into what I have prepared? Will you let go of your death grip on control and let me take the wheel? Will you stop trying to figure everything out on your own and let me show you the way? This is your moment. This is your crossroads. The decision you make right now will echo through the rest of your life and possibly through generations after you. Your children and your children's children may look back at this moment as the turning point, when everything changed for your family line. Do not let fear win. Do not let doubt have the final word. Do not let the enemy steal this opportunity from you. He knows what hangs in the balance here. He knows that if you step forward in faith, his hold on you is broken forever. So he is whispering every lie he can think of to keep you paralyzed. But his whispers are powerless against my truth. And the truth is this: you are loved beyond measure. You are valued beyond calculation. You are capable of far more than you realize. You are on the edge of breakthrough. You are about to step into a season unlike anything you have experienced before. Everything you have been through has been preparing you for what comes next. The pain had a purpose. The struggle had meaning. The waiting was not wasted. It was all part of a bigger plan. A plan so beautiful and intricate that you could not have designed it yourself. But now the preparation period is ending and the manifestation period is beginning. Get ready. Things are about to move quickly. Doors are about to open rapidly. Changes are about to happen suddenly. What took years to build in the spiritual realm is about to manifest in the physical realm in ways that will take your breath away. You are going to see the hand of God moving in your life so clearly that there will be no room for doubt. But again, it all starts with a choice. Your choice. My arms are open. My hand is extended. The path is laid out before you. All that remains is for you to take the first step. And when you do, when you finally decide to trust me completely, you will wonder why you waited so long. You will look back and see how much time you spent circling when you could have been soaring. But there is no condemnation in that realization, only gratitude that you finally said yes. I want to be very clear about something. The path I am calling you to is not a path of ease where nothing ever goes wrong. I am not promising you a life without challenges or difficulties. What I am promising you is that you will never face those challenges alone, and that every challenge will serve a purpose in your development. I am promising you that even in the hard times, you will have peace. Even in the storms, you will have stability. Even in the valleys, you will have hope. The difference between walking this path with me and walking the old path alone is like the difference between night and day. On the old path, every obstacle felt like a dead end. Every problem felt overwhelming. Every setback felt permanent. But on this new path, obstacles become opportunities. Problems become platforms for miracles. Setbacks become setups for comebacks. Your perspective changes everything. When you see through my eyes, instead of your own limited vision, you start to recognize that I am always working behind the scenes, orchestrating things for your good, turning messes into messages, and tests into testimonies. Nothing is wasted in my economy. Every experience, good or bad, becomes material I can use to shape you into who you are meant to be. I am a master craftsman, and you are my masterpiece in progress. Right now, you might feel like rough stone, but I see the beautiful sculpture hidden inside. I know exactly which parts need to be chiseled away, and which parts need to be polished. I know how much pressure to apply, and when to ease up. I know the exact process that will bring out your full beauty and potential. Trust the process. Trust my hands. Even when the chiseling hurts, even when the polishing feels uncomfortable, trust that I know what I am doing. Every strike of the hammer is intentional. Every buffing motion has purpose. I am not trying to harm you. I am trying to reveal you, the real you, the magnificent you that has been buried under layers of hurt, fear, shame, and false beliefs. As those layers fall away, you are going to start seeing yourself the way I see you. You are going to start believing things about yourself that you never thought possible. You are going to start carrying yourself with a confidence that does not come from arrogance, but from knowing whose you are. You belong to me, and that changes everything. When you truly understand that you are a child of the Most High God, that royal blood runs through your veins, that you have been chosen and set apart for significant purposes, you will never again settle for the scraps the world offers. You will never again accept treatment that does not align with your identity. You will never again participate in patterns that diminish who you are. This is what I want for you. This is why I am speaking so urgently to your heart right now. I see your potential, and it breaks my heart to see you living so far below it. I see your destiny, and it grieves me to watch you settle for survival when you were made for abundance. I see your calling, and it pains me to observe you shrinking back in fear when you should be stepping forward in power. You were not created to just get by. You were not designed to merely survive. You were fashioned for thriving, for flourishing, for bearing fruit that remains. You were built to make an impact, to leave a legacy, to be a blessing to everyone your life touches. But none of that happens accidentally. It happens when you align yourself with my purposes and allow me to work through you. And that alignment begins today. It begins right now. It begins with you making the conscious decision to stop going your own way and start following mine. It begins with you laying down your agenda and picking up mine. It begins with you surrendering your will to my will. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is wisdom. Surrender is acknowledging that I know better than you do, that my ways are higher than your ways, that my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Surrender is saying I trust you more than I trust myself. I believe your promises more than I believe my doubts. I am betting my life on your goodness. And when you make that bet, you win. Every single time you win. Because I cannot fail. I cannot disappoint. I cannot let you down. My track record is perfect. Look at history. Look at how I have moved on behalf of my people throughout all time. Look at the miracles. Look at the provision. Look at the protection. Look at the way I made a way when there was no way. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What I did for them, I will do for you. The same power that parted seas is available to part your obstacles. The same provision that fed multitudes is available to meet your needs. The same wisdom that guided ancient prophets is available to direct your steps. The same love that sacrificed everything for humanity is poured out specifically for you. You are not an afterthought. You are not a generic number in a crowd. You are known intimately by name. I know every hair on your head. I know every thought in your mind. I know every desire of your heart. And I care about all of it. Nothing about you is insignificant to me. Every detail matters because you matter. So when I ask you to trust me with your life, I am not asking you to trust a distant, uncaring force. I am asking you to trust a loving Father who is more invested in your well-being than you are yourself. I am asking you to trust someone who has already proven his love by laying down his life for you. I am asking you to trust the one who knows you better than you know yourself and loves you more than you can comprehend. This trust is not blind faith. It is informed confidence based on who I have shown myself to be. Look at your own life. Even in your darkest moments, was I not there? Even when you did not acknowledge me, was I not working? Even when you walked away, was I not following, waiting for you to turn around? I have never left you. I never will. Now I am inviting you into a deeper relationship with me than you have ever known. I am inviting you to experience my presence in ways that will revolutionize your daily life. I am inviting you to hear my voice with clarity that removes all confusion. I am inviting you to see my hand moving in your circumstances, so obviously that faith becomes easy. This is available to you. This level of intimacy with me is not reserved for super spiritual people or those who have it all together. It is for anyone who genuinely seeks me with their whole heart. It is for the broken, the messy, the struggling, the doubting. It is for you, exactly as you are right now. I do not need you to clean yourself up before you come to me. I do not need you to have all the answers or get rid of all your questions. I do not need you to be perfect or even close to perfect. I just need you to be willing to try, willing to trust, willing to step forward even when you are scared. That willingness is enough for me to work with. From that small seed of willingness, I will grow a mighty tree of faith. From that tiny mustard seed, I will produce a harvest beyond your imagination. From that first shaky step, I will build a journey that transforms your entire existence. All I need is a yes, a sincere, heartfelt yes from someone who is tired of the old way and ready for something new. Is that you? Are you ready? Are you tired enough of going nowhere to risk going somewhere? Are you frustrated enough with empty promises to grab hold of real promises? Are you desperate enough for change to actually change? If so, then this is your moment. Do not let it pass by. Do not convince yourself you will do it later. Later is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You have right now, this present moment, and that is exactly when I am calling you to respond. Take my hand. Let me lead you. Let me show you what life can be when you live it my way. Let me prove to you that every promise I have made is yes and amen. Let me demonstrate my faithfulness in ways that silence every doubt. Let me pour out blessings that overflow your capacity to contain them. This is what awaits you on the other side of your yes. This is what is possible when you stop striving in your own strength and start resting in mine. This is what happens when you exchange your limited resources for my unlimited supply. Everything changes. Your perspective changes. Your circumstances change. Your relationships change. Your health changes. Your finances change. Your joy level changes. Your peace level changes. Your purpose becomes clear. Your path becomes obvious. Your life becomes the adventure was always meant to be. And along the way, you will look back and realize that saying yes to me was the best decision you ever made. You will shake your head in wonder at how much time you wasted resisting what you should have been embracing all along. But again, no condemnation, only celebration that you finally found your way home, because that is what this is. A homecoming, a return to the place you were always meant to be, living the life you were always meant to live, being the person you were always meant to be. You have been wandering in a foreign land for too long. It is time to come home, and I am standing at the door with open arms, waiting to welcome you with a celebration that will make up for all the years you spent in the distant country. Come home, my child. Come back to me. Let me throw my arms around you and restore everything that was lost. Let me put the ring of authority back on your finger and the robe of righteousness back on your shoulders. Let me throw a feast in your honor and invite everyone to see what I do for those who return to me. This is my heart for you. This is what I want more than anything. Not because I need you, but because you need me, and I cannot bear to watch you struggle alone any longer. I have solutions to every problem you face. I have answers to every question that keeps you up at night. I have healing for every wound that still causes you pain. All of it is available. All of it is waiting. All of it is yours for the taking. But you have to reach out and take it. You have to make the decision to accept what I am offering. I will not force it on you. Love never forces. Love invites, and then waits for a response. I am waiting for your response right now. What will it be? Will you continue down the path that has brought you nothing but heartache? Or will you finally turn onto the path that leads to everything you have been searching for? The choice is yours, and the time to choose is now. My beloved child, I want you to stop right here and feel something very important. Right at this moment, my heart is overflowing with so much love for you that if you could see it, you would never doubt yourself again. I care about every single thing that happens in your life. Every tear you cry, every struggle you face, every moment when you feel like giving up. I am right there with you, feeling it all alongside you. You need to understand something that will change how you see everything. When you were going through your hardest times, when the world felt like it was crushing you under its weight, when people hurt you and left you bleeding, I did not just watch from a distance. I came down into that pain with you. I walked through the fire beside you. I felt every bit of that suffering because your pain is my pain. Your heartbreak is my heartbreak. When you hurt, I hurt. Think about the people in your life who have turned their backs on you. Think about those who promised to stay, but walked away when things got difficult. Think about the ones who said they loved you, but proved with their actions that they did not. Now let me tell you something that will heal those wounds. I am nothing like them. I am the complete opposite of every person who has ever disappointed you. My love for you is not based on what you can do for me or how perfect you can be. My love exists simply because you exist. Right now, this very second. You belong to a family that will never abandon you. You are part of something so much bigger than the broken relationships of your past. Everyone who calls on my name becomes your brother, your sister, your true family. You are surrounded by a community of people who know what it means to be rescued, restored, and rebuilt. No one who comes to me ever has to walk through this life alone. That is a promise carved in stone, unbreakable and eternal. I know you have been waiting for something to change. I know you have been praying for breakthrough, for relief, for a sign that things will get better. And I want you to hear this clearly. The season you have been begging me for, the time of blessing and restoration, it is not coming someday far away in the future. It is here. It is now. It is happening right at this moment as you read these words. Can you feel it? There is a shift taking place in the spiritual realm. The enemies who have been tormenting you, the forces that have been working against you, they are trembling right now because they know their time is up. They know that judgment is coming for them. They know that everything they have stolen from you is about to be returned with interest. The people who hurt you, who mocked you, who said you would never recover, who celebrated when you fell down, they are about to witness something that will leave them speechless. They are going to see you rise. They are going to watch you flourish. They are going to stand there with their mouths hanging open as I elevate you to heights they never imagined possible. And in that moment, they will finally understand that messing with you was the worst mistake they ever made. Because when they came after you, they did not realize they were coming after someone under my protection. They did not know that touching you meant touching the apple of my eye. Your story is not over, not even close. Yes, there have been chapters filled with pain and failure and disappointment. Yes, there have been pages stained with tears and marked with scars. But those chapters were never meant to be the end of your book. They were preparation. They were training. They were the refining fire that burned away everything fake and weak inside you, so that what remains is pure, strong, and unbreakable. Every mistake you made taught you something valuable. Every time you fell down, you learned how to get back up with more strength than before. Every person who betrayed you showed you who your real friends are. Every closed door led you away from something that would have destroyed you and towards something that will fulfill you. Nothing was wasted. Not one moment of pain was meaningless. I was using it all to shape you into exactly who you need to be for what comes next. And before we go any further, I want to ask you to do something important. If these words are reaching deep into your soul right now, if you feel hope beginning to flicker back to life inside your chest, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Share this message with someone who is barely hanging on, someone who needs to hear that they are loved and valued and destined for greatness. When you do that, you become part of spreading light into darkness. You become part of changing lives. So please, click that subscribe button and help this message reach every corner of the earth where broken hearts are waiting to be healed. Now listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. I have not brought you this far to leave you stranded. I have not carried you through the wilderness just to abandon you at the edge of the promised land. Everything you have survived, everything you have endured, it was all leading to this moment right here. You are standing at the doorway of the greatest season of your entire life. I want you to think about all the things you have lost over the years. Think about the dreams that died. Think about the opportunities that slipped through your fingers. Think about the relationships that fell apart. Think about the time you feel was wasted. Now I want you to imagine something beautiful. Imagine me gathering up every single one of those lost things. Imagine me collecting every broken piece, every shattered dream, every stolen joy. I have been keeping them safe all this time, and now I am about to restore them to you. But here is what will blow your mind. I am not just giving back what was taken. I am multiplying it. I am upgrading it. I am giving you something so much better than what you lost, that when you see it, you will actually be grateful for everything you went through, because it led you to this. The delay was not denial. The wait was not wasted. I was simply making sure that when the blessing arrived, you were ready to handle it, mature enough to steward it, and wise enough to keep it. You have been faithful in the small things, even when no one was watching, even when no one was applauding, even when you felt like giving up. That faithfulness did not go unnoticed. I saw every single act of obedience, every choice to do the right thing when the wrong thing was easier. Every moment you chose to trust me when everything around you said I had forgotten about you. And because you were faithful with little, I am about to trust you with much. The resources you need are already on their way to you. The people who will help you are already being positioned. The doors that need to open are already beginning to unlock. The obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome are already starting to crumble. You cannot see it all yet, because it is happening in the spiritual realm first. But very soon it will manifest in the physical realm, where your eyes can see it, and your hands can touch it. But I need something from you. I need you to stop listening to the voice of fear. That voice has been lying to you for too long. It has been painting pictures of worst-case scenarios and convincing you that you are not strong enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough to receive what I have for you. That voice is not from me. That voice is from an enemy who knows that if you ever fully step into your calling, if you ever fully embrace your identity, if you ever fully access the power available to you, his kingdom will suffer massive damage. So he whispers doubt in your ear. He reminds you of your past failures. He points out all your weaknesses. He makes you focus on all the reasons why you should stay small and hidden and safe. But I am here to tell you that safety is an illusion. Staying where you are is actually the most dangerous choice you can make, because it means dying slowly without ever experiencing the fullness of life I created you for. I am calling you out of hiding. I am calling you into the spotlight. I am calling you to stand up and be counted among the world changers, the history makers, the ones who refused to settle for average when extraordinary was available. You were born for this moment. Everything in your life has been preparing you for this assignment. And yes, it will be challenging. Yes, it will require faith. Yes, there will be moments when you feel overwhelmed. But you will never be alone in it. My spirit lives inside you. That means you have access to the same power that created the universe, the same wisdom that knows the end from the beginning, the same love that holds galaxies together. When you feel weak, my strength kicks in. When you do not know what to do, my guidance shows up. When you are under attack, my protection surrounds you. You are not operating in your own limited abilities anymore. You are tapped into unlimited divine resources. Let me paint a picture for you of what your life is about to look like. Imagine waking up every morning with excitement instead of dread. Imagine looking in the mirror and liking the person you see. Imagine having peace that does not depend on your circumstances being perfect. Imagine having relationships that actually add to your life instead of draining it. Imagine doing work that feels meaningful instead of soul-crushing. Imagine financial stability where you are not constantly stressed about money. Imagine walking in such confidence that criticism from others just bounces off you because you know who you are and whose you are. All of that is not only possible, it is what I have planned for you. But it will not happen if you keep holding on to the old life with both hands. You cannot grab the new while clutching the old. You have to let go. You have to release your grip on familiar pain, comfortable dysfunction, predictable mediocrity. I know it is scary. I know the unknown feels dangerous. But staying where you are is actually more dangerous because it means slowly dying while still breathing. I am asking you to trust me with your whole heart, not just the parts that feel safe to surrender, not just the areas where you think you can handle the outcome. I am asking for all of it, your dreams, your fears, your past, your future, your relationships, your career, your health, your finances, every single piece of your life. When you give it all to me, I can do something beautiful with it. When you hold parts back, trying to control them yourself, you limit what I can accomplish. Think about it like this. Imagine a master artist wanting to create a masterpiece, but the canvas keeps telling the artist which colors to use and where to put them. That would be ridiculous, right? The canvas does not know the full vision. The canvas cannot see what the artist sees. The canvas just needs to trust the artist and allow the creative process to unfold. You are my canvas. I am the master artist. And I am asking you to trust my vision for your life, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Every brushstroke has purpose. Every color choice is intentional. Every detail matters. The parts that look messy right now are going to make sense when the whole painting comes together. The dark colors that seem ugly on their own are actually creating depth and contrast that will make the bright colors pop. The areas that look incomplete are simply waiting for the right moment to be finished. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. It is all part of a magnificent design that will take your breath away when it is revealed. Your past does not disqualify you from this future. In fact, your past is one of your greatest qualifications because it gives you compassion for others who are struggling, wisdom from lessons you learned the hard way, and a powerful testimony of what I can do with a surrendered life. The very things you are ashamed of, I want to use for my glory. The mistakes you wish you could erase, I want to turn into messages that help others avoid the same traps. The wounds you carry, I want to heal so completely that the scars become marks of beauty instead of badges of shame. Stop looking at yourself through the lens of your failures. Start seeing yourself through my eyes. I see a warrior who has been through hell and came out stronger. I see a survivor who refused to stay down no matter how many times life knocked them over. I see someone with incredible potential waiting to be unleashed. I see royalty who has been living like a beggar, but is about to remember they come from a kingdom. I see my beloved child who I would move heaven and earth to protect and provide for. You are so precious to me that I counted every hair on your head. You are so valuable to me that I know every thought before you think it. You are so important to me that I have plans for you that were set in motion before the foundation of the world was laid. Before your parents knew you were coming, I knew. Before you took your first breath, I had already mapped out your purpose. Before you made your first mistake, I had already planned your redemption. Nothing about you surprises me. Nothing about your journey shocks me. I knew exactly what you would face, and I equipped you with exactly what you would need to overcome it. The gifts I placed inside you are not random. The passions that burn in your heart are not accidents. The dreams that refuse to die no matter how much life tries to kill them are not coincidences. They are clues to your destiny. They are breadcrumbs leading you to your purpose. They are signposts pointing you toward the future I have prepared. But you have to start moving in that direction. You have to stop waiting for perfect conditions that will never come. You have to stop making excuses about why now is not the right time. You have to stop letting fear masquerade as wisdom. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be risks. There will always be unknowns. But I am the God who specializes in making ways where there are no ways, providing for needs before you even know you have them, and working all things together for good, for those who love me. Your next step does not have to be a giant leap. It just has to be a step, one foot in front of the other, one choice at a time, one day at a time. I am not asking you to see the whole staircase. I am just asking you to take the first step. And when you do, I promise you will have enough light for the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Before you know it, you will look back and realize you have climbed higher than you ever imagined possible. The journey will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. There will be moments when you want to quit. There will be days when you question whether you made the right choice. There will be times when the old life tries to seduce you back with promises of comfort and familiarity. In those moments, I need you to remember why you started. I need you to remember the pain of staying stuck. I need you to remember the emptiness of a life lived below your calling. I need you to remember that I have never failed anyone who truly trusted me, and I am not about to start with you. You are not alone in this. I have surrounded you with heavenly help that you cannot see, but can absolutely feel if you pay attention. Angels are assigned to you, working behind the scenes on your behalf. My spirit is inside you, giving you strength when you feel weak and wisdom when you feel confused. Other believers are in your corner, cheering you on and praying for you even when you do not know it. And I myself am with you always, never leaving, never abandoning, never giving up on you even when you give up on yourself. This is your moment. This is your time. This is when everything changes. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, right now. As you read these words, shifts are happening, doors are opening, opportunities are presenting themselves, connections are being made, resources are being released, healing is flowing, freedom is manifesting. Everything you have been asking for, believing for, hoping for, it is all coming together right at this very moment. But you have to participate. You have to partner with what I am doing. You have to align yourself with my purposes. You have to say yes to the invitation I am extending. I am holding out my hand to you right now. Will you take it? Will you let me lead you into everything I have prepared? Will you trust me enough to follow, even when the path is not clear? Will you love me enough to obey even when it is hard? Your answer to these questions will determine the trajectory of the rest of your life. Choose wisely. Choose quickly. Choose me, because I have already chosen you. Before time began, you were on my mind. Before you did anything to earn it, you had my love. Before you knew you needed saving, I was already planning your rescue. You are not an afterthought. You are not a plan B. You are my beloved, my chosen, my treasured possession. And I am about to show you just how much you mean to me. I am about to pour out blessings that will overwhelm you in the best possible way. I am about to open doors that no one can shut. I am about to connect you with people who will recognize your value and champion your success. I am about to heal wounds that have been bleeding for years. I am about to restore joy that was stolen from you. I am about to give you back the years that were lost. Get ready. Things are about to move fast. What has been slow for so long is about to accelerate suddenly. What has been stuck is about to break free. What has been dead is about to come back to life. The desert season is ending, and the season of abundance is beginning. The time of tears is finishing, and the time of laughter is starting. The chapter of defeat is closing, and the chapter of victory is opening. You are about to see me move in your life in ways that will leave you speechless. You are about to experience my goodness in such tangible ways that doubt will have nowhere to hide. You are about to walk into places you were told you could never go, and do things you were told you could never do. You are about to become living proof that I am real, that I am good, and that I keep my promises. This is not hype. This is not false hope. This is prophetic truth spoken over your life. Receive it, believe it, act on it. Let it sink deep into your spirit until it becomes more real to you than the problems you can see with your eyes. Let it grow until it drowns out every voice of doubt and fear. Let it take root until nothing can shake your confidence in what I am doing. The enemy is going to try to steal this word from you before it can take root. He is going to send distractions, discouragements, and delays. He is going to remind you of every reason why it might not work out. He is going to point out all your inadequacies and past failures. He is going to whisper that you are not special enough for this kind of breakthrough. Do not listen to him. He is a liar and the father of lies. Everything he says is designed to keep you from your destiny. Instead, listen to my voice. I am speaking truth over you constantly. I am reminding you of your identity as my child. I am declaring victory over your circumstances. I am proclaiming freedom over your life. I am announcing breakthrough over your situation. I am calling you blessed, favored, chosen, loved, and destined for greatness. Which voice will you believe? Which report will you accept? Which narrative will you allow to shape your future? Choose my words. Choose my truth. Choose my promises. They have never failed, and they never will. Heaven and earth may pass away, but my word stands forever. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass. Not because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. Not because you deserve it, but because I love you. Not because you earned it, but because it is my nature to bless my children. You are my child. Let that sink in for a moment. The Creator of the universe calls you his child. The King of Kings considers you family. The Lord of Lords knows you by name. That is not just a nice religious idea. That is reality. That is your true identity. That is who you really are beneath all the labels the world has tried to put on you. You are not what your past says about you. You are not what your mistakes define you as. You are not what your critics claim you to be. You are not what your failures suggest. You are who I say you are. And I say you are mine. I say you are loved. I say you are valuable. I say you are purposed. I say you are powerful. I say you are more than a conqueror. I say you are the head and not the tail. I say you are blessed coming in and blessed going out. Let my words become your reality. Let my truth replace the lies you have believed. Let my voice become louder than every other voice competing for your attention. When you do that, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your faith strengthens. Your perspective shifts. Your decisions improve. Your relationships deepen. Your purpose clarifies. Your life transforms. And that transformation is not just for you. It is for everyone your life touches. When I heal you, you become a healer. When I free you, you become a freedom fighter. When I restore you, you become a restorer. When I bless you, you become a blessing. Your breakthrough creates a pathway for others to break through. Your victory inspires others to keep fighting. Your testimony gives others hope that if it happened for you, it can happen for them too. This is why the enemy fights so hard to keep you down. He knows that if you ever fully rise up in who you are called to be, you will not just live free yourself, you will lead others to freedom. You will not just experience breakthrough yourself, you will help create breakthrough for others. You will not just be blessed yourself, you will become a conduit of blessing that flows to everyone around you. So when you feel attacked, remember it is because you are a threat to darkness. When you face resistance, remember it is because you are advancing the kingdom. When things get hard, remember it is because you are making progress. The enemy does not waste ammunition on people who are not dangerous to his agenda. The fact that you are facing opposition is actually proof that you are on the right track. Keep going. Do not quit. Do not turn back. Do not give up. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. The darkest hour is just before dawn, and your dawn is coming. The storm is almost over, and the rainbow is about to appear. The battle is nearly won, and the victory is about to be yours. Hold on just a little longer. Stay faithful just a bit more. Keep believing for just another day. Because I am telling you truthfully, breakthrough is on the other side of your perseverance. The miracle is on the other side of your continued faith. The provision is on the other side of your obedience. The healing is on the other side of your surrender. Everything you have been praying for, crying for, waiting for, it is right there, just on the other side of your willingness to trust me one more time. Will you trust me? Will you believe me? Will you take me at my word, even when everything around you suggests you should not? This is the moment of decision. This is when faith becomes real. This is when you prove what you really believe. Talk is easy when life is going well. Anybody can praise me when things are going their way. But real faith shows up when everything is falling apart and you choose to believe anyway. That is the kind of faith that moves mountains. That is the kind of faith that parts seas. That is the kind of faith that raises the dead. That is the kind of faith that I honor and reward. And that is the kind of faith I am asking for from you right now. Not perfect faith. Not giant faith. Just sincere faith. Genuine faith. Honest faith that says I do not understand how this is going to work out, but I trust you anyway. That mustard, seed-sized faith, is all I need to work with. I can take that tiny bit of faith and multiply it into something massive. I can take your small yes and turn it into a huge testimony. I can take your hesitant step and turn it into a mighty journey. I do not need you to have it all figured out. I just need you to be willing. Are you willing? That is the only question that matters. Everything else I can handle. Every obstacle I can remove. Every need I can meet. Every question I can answer. Every fear I can calm. Every doubt I can silence. Every problem I can solve. But I cannot make you willing. That choice is yours and yours alone. I am standing at the door of your heart knocking. I have been knocking for a while now. Will you finally open it and let me in fully? Not just for a visit, but to stay. Not just for advice, but for lordship. Not just for help in emergencies, but for daily fellowship. I want all of you. Not just the parts you think are presentable. I want access to every room in the house of your life. Not just the living room where you entertain guests. When you open every door to me, I can clean out every closet. I can rearrange every room. I can renovate every broken area. I can restore beauty to every damaged space. But you have to give me permission. You have to give me access. You have to invite me into the places you have been hiding from everyone, including yourself. I already know what is in those rooms anyway. There is nothing you can hide from me. I see it all and I love you anyway. Your shame does not shock me. Your sin does not surprise me. Your secrets do not change how I feel about you. I died for you knowing every mistake you would ever make. I chose you with full knowledge of every way you would ever fail me. And I chose you anyway, because my love is not based on your performance. It is based on my character, and my character is unchanging. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I do not have mood swings. I do not play favorites. I do not love you more when you are good and less when you mess up. My love is constant, steady, reliable, and unconditional. You cannot earn more of it, and you cannot lose it. You have all of me all the time simply because I chose to give myself to you. Understanding this changes everything. When you realize you do not have to perform for my love, you stop exhausting yourself trying to be perfect. When you realize my acceptance is not based on your achievement, you start resting in my grace. When you realize I see you at your worst and still call you my beloved, you stop hiding and start healing. Healing is what I want for you more than anything. Not just physical healing, though I can certainly do that, but deep soul healing that touches places no medicine can reach. Healing of memories that still make you flinch. Healing of wounds that never properly closed. Healing of trauma that shaped how you see yourself and others. Healing of broken trust that makes it hard to let anyone get close. Healing of disappointed hope that makes you afraid to dream again. I can heal all of it, every bit of it. There is no wound too deep for my touch. There is no pain too old for my power. There is no break too severe for my restoration. What seems impossible to human doctors is simple for me. What seems irreversible to counselors and therapists is easily fixed by me. I speak and things that were dead come back to life. I touch and what was broken becomes whole. I breathe and what was dust becomes living. That same resurrection power that raised me from the dead is available to raise you from whatever grave you have been living in. Maybe it is the grave of depression that has buried your joy. Maybe it is the grave of addiction that has consumed your freedom. Maybe it is the grave of shame that has killed your confidence. Maybe it is the grave of bitterness that has poisoned your relationships. Maybe it is the grave of hopelessness that has stolen your future. Whatever grave you are in, I am standing at the entrance calling your name just like I called Lazarus. Come forth. Come out. Come back to life. You have been dead long enough. You have been bound long enough. You have been buried long enough. It is time to live again. It is time to breathe again. It is time to hope again. It is time to dream again. It is time to love again. It is time to be you again. The real you. Not the version of you that trauma created. Not the version of you that pain shaped. Not the version of you that fear formed. The real you that I designed before you were born. The authentic you that I put specific gifts and talents inside. The unique you that has a purpose no one else can fulfill. That version of you is still in there, buried under layers of hurt and disappointment, but very much alive and ready to emerge. I am peeling back those layers. I am removing those grave clothes. I am bringing you back to yourself. And when you fully emerge, when you finally stand in the light as your true self, you are going to be amazed at who you really are. You are going to be shocked at what you are actually capable of. You are going to be blown away by the life you were always meant to live. And you know what else? Everyone else is going to be amazed, too. The people who counted you out are going to have to count you back in. The ones who wrote you off are going to have to rewrite their assessment. The critics who said you would never amount to anything are going to have to eat their words. Because I am about to do such a work in you, and through you, that it will be undeniable that my hand is on your life. This is not about proving people wrong for the sake of your ego. This is about proving me right for the sake of my glory. When people see what I can do with a surrendered life, it points them to me. When they witness the transformation I can create, it makes them want what you have. When they observe the peace you carry in the storm, it makes them curious about your source. You become a walking billboard for my goodness. You become a living testimony of my power. You become breathing proof that I am real and that I can be trusted. And in a world full of doubt and cynicism and hopelessness, that kind of authentic witness is desperately needed. People are tired of religion that is all talk and no transformation. They are hungry for something real, something that actually works, something that genuinely changes lives. You can be that something real. Your life can be that proof. Your story can be that testimony. But only if you let me write it. Only if you surrender the pen and let me be the author. Only if you stop trying to control the narrative and trust me with the plot. I promise you, the story I write will be better than anything you could write for yourself. It will have more adventure, more joy, more meaning, more impact, and more satisfaction than you ever imagined possible. But you have to let me write it my way. You have to trust my storyline, even when it does not make sense to you. You have to believe that I know what I am doing, even when you cannot see where it is going. Every good story has conflict. Every powerful testimony includes struggle. Every hero faces challenges. So when you encounter obstacles on this journey, do not assume you took a wrong turn. Do not think I have abandoned you. Do not believe the breakthrough is canceled. Understand that this is part of the story. This is character development. This is where you learn lessons that will serve you for the rest of your life. The valley is teaching you things the mountaintop never could. The wilderness is building strength that the palace never would. The storm is revealing resources you did not know you had. The battle is forging you into a warrior. The test is preparing you for the promotion. It all has purpose. It all has meaning. It all fits into a bigger plan that you will one day look back on and understand. For now, just trust me. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep hoping. Keep showing up. Keep doing the next right thing. Keep choosing faith over fear. Keep speaking truth over lies. Keep thanking me, even when you do not feel like it. Keep worshiping me, even when you do not understand. Keep loving others, even when they do not deserve it. Keep forgiving, even when it is hard. Keep giving, even when you feel empty. Because what you sow in this season, you will reap in the next. What you plant in tears, you will harvest in joy. What you invest in faith, you will receive in abundance. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is lost. Every seed you plant in the kingdom will produce a harvest. It might not come up overnight, but it will come up. And when it does, you will be so glad you kept sowing even when you could not see results. I am about to bring in your harvest. The fields are white and ready. The fruit is ripe for picking. The abundance you have been working toward for years is about to manifest. Get your barns ready, because you are going to need room for all the blessings about to pour out. Get your heart ready, because you are going to experience joy you have not felt in years. Get your hands ready, because you are about to receive gifts you stopped believing were possible. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. Everything is lining up. Everything is coming together. Everything is working for your good. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? Something is shifting. Something is breaking. Something is opening. Something is happening. And it is all for you because you are mine and I love you. My precious child, I need you to stop for just a moment and feel something right now that will change the way you see yourself forever. Every single moment you spend with me is not wasted time. Every conversation we have, every quiet minute when you just sit in my presence, Every prayer you whisper when you think nobody is listening, it all matters more than you can possibly imagine. These moments are not just filling up empty space in your day. They are building something beautiful inside you that will last for all eternity. Think about a garden for a moment. When a gardener plants seeds and waters them every day, they do not see immediate results. The ground looks the same for days, sometimes weeks. A person walking by might think nothing is happening at all. They might wonder why the gardener keeps watering dirt that looks completely dead and empty. But underneath the surface, something incredible is happening. Roots are growing deeper and stronger. Strength is being developed in the darkness. Life is preparing to burst forth in ways that will amaze everyone who sees it. That is exactly what happens every time you choose to spend time with me. You might not see the changes right away. You might feel like nothing is different. You might wonder if your prayers are even being heard. But I promise you, something powerful is growing inside your soul. Every moment you invest in our relationship is producing fruit that will feed you for the rest of your life and beyond. Your love for me is growing stronger with each passing day. Your faith is becoming more solid than you realize. Your trust is getting deeper than it has ever been. Your understanding is expanding in ways your mind cannot fully grasp yet. Your peace is settling in like a foundation that cannot be shaken. Your joy is taking root so deep that no storm will ever be able to uproot it. All of this is happening because you keep showing up. You keep seeking me. You keep talking to me. You keep listening for my voice, even when everything around you is noisy and chaotic. Never think that these moments are small or insignificant. They are the most important investment you could ever make. They are deposits in an eternal bank account that will pay dividends forever. They are seeds planted in soil that will produce harvests beyond anything you can imagine right now. I want you to understand something that will blow your mind and change how you approach our relationship. I actually enjoy our conversations. This is not something people talk about very much, but it is absolutely true. I look forward to hearing from you. I anticipate the moments when you will turn your attention to me. I am not some distant, bored deity sitting on a throne somewhere, tolerating your prayers out of obligation while thinking about more important things. That image could not be further from the truth. I genuinely love hearing from you. Your voice brings me joy that you cannot comprehend. Your heart moves me in ways that are beyond human understanding. Your honesty refreshes me. When you come to me with your struggles, your fears, your questions, your dreams, your frustrations, your hopes, it does not annoy me or burden me, or make me wish you would leave me alone. It delights me. It brings me pleasure. It makes me happy. Because it means you trust me enough to be real with me. It means you value our relationship enough to invest time in it. It means you understand that I care about every detail of your life. Too many people treat their relationship with me like a business transaction. They only come to me when they need something. They show up with their shopping list of requests, rattle off what they want, and then disappear until the next crisis hits. They treat prayer like calling a customer service line. They treat worship like paying a bill they owe. They treat reading my word like checking off an item on a to-do list. But you, my child, you are different. You are learning to come to me not just for what I can give you, but for who I am. You seek my presence, not just my presence. And that makes my heart sing with happiness that echoes through all of heaven. Do not ever feel guilty about taking time to be with me. Do not let anyone make you feel like you are wasting time when you pray, when you worship, when you read my word, when you just sit quietly in my presence, doing nothing but enjoying the fact that we are together. Do not let the business of life, or the demands of other people, or the pressure to be productive, make you think that time with me is somehow less important than other activities. Those moments are never wasted. They are the most productive moments of your entire life, because they are changing you from the inside out. They are transforming you into the person you were always meant to be. And here is something beautiful that I want you to know, something that will encourage you to spend even more time with me. The benefits of spending time with me do not just stay with you. They are not selfishly contained in your own life. They overflow into every area of your life and into the lives of everyone around you. When you fill yourself up with my love, my peace, my joy, my wisdom, it spills out onto your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, even strangers you meet in passing. You become a carrier of my presence. You become a distributor of my blessings. You become a channel through which my love flows to a hurting world. People will encounter you and feel something different about you, even if they cannot put their finger on what it is. They will walk away from conversations with you feeling lighter, feeling hopeful, feeling like maybe things are not as bad as they thought. They will not always understand why they feel this way. They might not even realize that it was my presence in you that touched something deep in their soul. But it will happen. Over and over again, your time with me will produce fruit in places you will never see, in ways you will never know about until eternity reveals it all. Before we continue, I want to ask you something important. If this message is touching your heart, if you are feeling encouraged and strengthened by these words, if something inside you is waking up and coming alive again, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. When you do that, you make sure you never miss a message that could change your life. You ensure that every time we have something important to share, you will be there to receive it. You also help spread hope to millions of people around the world who desperately need to hear that they are loved, that they matter, that their life has purpose. Every subscription, every like, every comment, every share creates a ripple effect that reaches broken hearts in places you will never even know about. Someone on the other side of the world might be seconds away from giving up when they stumble across this message. Someone might be contemplating ending their life when these words reach their ears and remind them that they are precious and valuable. Someone might be walking away from me when this video shows up and calls them back home. So please, be part of this movement. Click that subscribe button right now and help us bring light into darkness everywhere. Your simple action of subscribing could literally save someone's life. Now, my beloved, I want to talk to you about something that has been weighing heavily on your heart. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry. You have been shouldering responsibilities that belong to me. You have been trying to solve problems with your own limited strength when unlimited power is available to you. And it is exhausting you. I can see how tired you are. I can feel how worn down you have become. I can sense the weariness in your spirit, the fatigue in your soul, the heaviness in your heart. And my heart breaks for you, because this is not how I want you to live. This is not the abundant life I promised you. This is not the freedom I died to give you. Listen carefully to what I am about to tell you, because this truth has the power to set you free right now, if you will receive it. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. You were never designed to handle life alone. I did not create you to be independent and self-sufficient. I created you to depend on me, to lean on me, to draw from me, to find your strength in me. When you try to do everything in your own strength, you are like someone trying to power a city with a flashlight battery. It might work for a little while. You might be able to keep things going temporarily. But eventually the power runs out and everything goes dark, and you find yourself depleted and empty with nothing left to give. But when you plug into me, when you connect with my unlimited resources, when you tap into the power source that never runs dry, everything changes. Suddenly you have access to strength that never runs out. You tap into wisdom that knows the solution to every problem before the problem even exists. You receive peace that makes absolutely no sense based on your circumstances. You experience joy that bubbles up from a source the world cannot touch or take away. This is what I have been trying to give you all along. This is what I have been offering you every single day. But you keep trying to do it yourself instead of receiving what I freely give. So right now, in this very moment, I am asking you to do something that might feel scary, but will actually set you free in ways you cannot imagine. I want you to release your grip on all those things you have been trying to control. Let them go. Open your hands and place them in mine. Stop trying to figure everything out on your own. Stop exhausting yourself with worry and stress and anxiety. Stop carrying weight that is crushing you under its unbearable pressure. Just let it all go and trust me to handle it. I am more than capable. I am infinitely qualified. I have never dropped anyone who trusted me, and I am not about to start with you. I know this is hard. I know everything in you wants to hold on tight and keep trying to manage everything yourself. I know that letting go feels like losing control. I know that surrendering feels like giving up. I know that trusting me with the things you care most about feels terrifying. But that approach you have been using, the one where you try to handle everything yourself, it is killing you slowly. It is stealing your peace, draining your energy, robbing you of joy, and keeping you from experiencing the abundant life I promised you. There is a better way. My way. And it starts with surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means giving over. It means admitting that you need help and accepting the help that is being offered. It means acknowledging that I am God and you are not, that I know better than you do, that my ways are higher than your ways. It means trusting that I love you more than you love yourself, and that I will take better care of you than you can take care of yourself. It means believing that my plan for your life is better than any plan you could come up with on your own. When you truly surrender to me, when you finally stop fighting for control and let me take the wheel, miracles start happening. Not because I suddenly decide to help you, but because you finally stop blocking my work with your own efforts. Doors that were locked suddenly swing wide open. Opportunities that seemed impossible suddenly become available. Relationships that were broken suddenly begin to heal. Finances that were a complete mess suddenly start to turn around. Health that was failing suddenly begins to improve. Clarity comes where there was confusion. Peace settles where there was chaos. Joy returns where there was sadness. None of this is magic. None of this is coincidence. It is simply what happens when you stop blocking my work with your own efforts and start cooperating with what I am trying to do in your life. It is what happens when you move out of the way and let me be God. It is what happens when you trust me enough to do things my way instead of insisting on your way. Think about your family for a moment. I know you love them deeply. They are constantly on your mind and in your heart. You want the best for them more than anything. You worry about them constantly, lying awake at night, thinking about all the things that could go wrong. You try to protect them from everything bad, to shield them from pain, to solve all their problems, to make their lives perfect. But let me tell you something that will give you peace like you have never known before. I love them even more than you do. That statement probably sounds impossible to you, because your love for them is so strong, so fierce, so all-consuming. But it is true. I care about their well-being more than you possibly could. I am more invested in their success, their happiness, their healing, their future than you are. And I am infinitely more capable of taking care of them than you are. This is not meant to minimize your love or make you feel inadequate. It is meant to free you from the crushing weight of trying to be their savior when I am their savior. This does not mean you stop being involved in their lives. It does not mean you become passive or neglectful or stop caring about what happens to them. It means you stop trying to be their God and trust me to be their God. It means you pray for them instead of just worrying about them. It means you speak truth to them instead of trying to control them. It means you love them unconditionally instead of making your love dependent on their behavior or their choices. Your children, whether they are young or grown, whether they are making good choices or bad choices, whether they are close to you or distant from you, they need you to be a channel of my love to them, not a source of pressure and anxiety. They need you to point them to me, not to try to be me in their lives. They need you to trust me with their futures, instead of carrying the unbearable weight of trying to control outcomes you have absolutely no power over. And here is what is so beautiful. What will actually help them more than all your worrying and controlling ever could. When you release them into my care, when you trust me with their lives, when you stop trying to manage every detail of their existence, they actually have a better chance of finding their way. Because when you were standing between them and me with all your anxiety and control and attempts to fix everything, you were actually blocking them from hearing my voice. But when you step back and trust me, suddenly there is space for me to work in their hearts in ways I could never do while you were in the way. The same is true for your finances. You have been stressed about money for so long that it has become like a constant background noise in your life. The bills keep coming, never stopping, never slowing down. The expenses never end. There is always something else that needs to be paid, something else that breaks and needs fixing, something else that comes up unexpectedly. The income never seems to be quite enough no matter how hard you work. And the worry is eating you alive, consuming your thoughts, stealing your sleep, affecting your health, damaging your relationships. But I need you to hear this truth that will change everything if you will believe it. I am your provider, not your job, not your bank account, not your investments, not the government, not luck or chance or good fortune. Me, I am the one who takes care of you. I am the source of everything you need. I am the supplier of your resources, and I have never failed anyone who truly trusted me. Your job is to be faithful with what I give you. My job is to make sure you have what you need. Your job is to work hard and be responsible and make wise decisions. My job is to bless the work of your hands and multiply your resources in ways that defy natural explanation. Your job is to be generous and give when I prompt you to give. My job is to make sure you never run out, that you always have enough, that you can be a blessing to others without becoming depleted yourself. Do you see the difference? You have been trying to do my job, and it is crushing you because you were never equipped for it. You do not have the resources to be your own provider. You do not have the power to control economic forces or manipulate circumstances to ensure your financial security. You do not have the ability to see the future and plan for every possible scenario. But I do. I have all of that and infinitely more. So why are you still trying to carry a burden I never asked you to carry? When you truly trust me as your provider, when you really believe deep in your heart that I will take care of you everything changes. You stop living in constant fear about money. You stop making every single decision based purely on finances. You stop saying no to things I am calling you to do, just because you cannot see where the money will come from. You start obeying me, even when it does not make financial sense, and then you watch in amazement as I provide, in ways you never could have orchestrated, through channels you never would have thought of, at exactly the right time, even when it seemed impossible. I have fed millions of people with just a few loaves and fish. I have made water come gushing out of solid rocks. I have caused money to appear in the most unlikely places. I have sent birds to deliver food to my servants. I have multiplied oil so that it never ran out no matter how much was poured. I have provided bread from heaven every single day for 40 years, straight without missing even one day. Do you really think I cannot handle your bills? Do you honestly believe your situation is too difficult for me? Do you actually think your financial challenges are beyond my ability to solve? The problem is not my ability to provide. The problem is your willingness to trust. You say you trust me, but then you lie awake at night worrying about money. You say you believe I will take care of you, but then you make decisions based on fear instead of faith. You say you know I am your provider, but then you stress and strain, trying to make everything work in your own strength. Your words say one thing, but your actions reveal what you actually believe. I am not angry with you for this. I am not disappointed or frustrated, or ready to give up on you. I understand how hard it is to trust when you have been disappointed before, when you have seen things fall apart, when you have experienced lack and struggle and times when there was not enough. But I am inviting you into a new level of faith. I am calling you to trust me in ways you never have before. I am asking you to take a leap that feels terrifying, but will land you in a place of peace and provision beyond anything you have known. And I promise you, when you take that leap of faith, when you finally let go and trust me completely, you will discover that I am more reliable than you ever imagined. Your health is another area where you need to trust me more. You have been dealing with pain that never seems to go away. You have been battling sickness that keeps coming back. You have been struggling with issues that doctors cannot seem to fix, or even fully explain. And it has worn you down physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You have prayed, and sometimes it feels like nothing changes. Like your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling, like I am not listening, or not answering, or not caring. But I need you to know something that will anchor your soul. I am a healer. That is not just something I do when I feel like it, or when someone deserves it, or when the circumstances are right. It is who I am at my very core. Healing flows from my very nature, like light flows from the sun. I cannot help but heal, because healing is part of my character, part of my essence, part of who I am fundamentally. Sometimes I heal instantly and miraculously in ways that shock doctors and defy medical explanation. Sometimes I heal gradually over time in ways that look natural, but are actually supernatural. Sometimes I heal through medicine and doctors and treatments that I guide you to. Sometimes I heal through changed lifestyles and habits and choices that I prompt you to make. Sometimes I heal the body. Sometimes I heal the emotions. Sometimes I heal the spirit. Sometimes I heal relationships. Sometimes I heal finances. But I am always in the healing business. I never stop working to bring wholeness to every area of your life. Your job is not to understand exactly how or when I will heal you. Your job is not to figure out the mechanism or the timeline or the method. Your job is to keep trusting me even when you do not see immediate results. Your job is to thank me for the healing that is already in progress, even before you see physical evidence of it. Your job is to speak life and hope over your body instead of cursing it with negative words and defeated attitudes. Your job is to take care of the temple I have given you while also trusting me as the ultimate physician who knows exactly what you need and when you need it. And I need you to understand something important that many people miss. Even when healing does not come in the way you want it to, or in the timing you expected, even when you have to live with limitations and struggles and challenges that you wish would just go away, my grace is still sufficient for you. My power is still being made perfect in your weakness. My presence is still with you every single moment. My love is still holding you close. You are not being punished. You are not being abandoned. You are not forgotten or overlooked or pushed to the side. You are being held in the palm of my hand while I work all things together for your ultimate good and my ultimate glory. Now let me speak to your relationships for a moment, because I know this is an area of deep pain for you. You have been hurt by people you trusted completely. You have been betrayed by people you loved with all your heart. You have been disappointed by people you counted on to be there for you, and those wounds have left scars that still ache. They have made you cautious, guarded, afraid to open your heart again, reluctant to trust anyone new. I completely understand this. Betrayal is one of the deepest pains a human can experience. Being hurt by someone you loved cuts in ways that physical wounds never could. But I do not want those past hurts to rob you of future blessings. I do not want the betrayals of yesterday to prevent you from experiencing the beautiful relationships of tomorrow. Not everyone will hurt you the way you have been hurt before. Not every relationship will end in disappointment and heartbreak. There are people I want to bring into your life who will be genuine, who will be loyal, who will actually be there for you through thick and thin. But you have to be willing to risk being hurt again in order to experience the beauty of authentic connection. I am not asking you to be naive or to ignore red flags or to trust people who have proven themselves untrustworthy. I am not telling you to throw caution to the wind and open yourself up to anyone and everyone regardless of how they have treated you. I am simply encouraging you to keep your heart open to the possibility of real friendship, genuine love, and authentic community. Do not let your past poison your future. Do not let what others did to you determine how you treat everyone else. Do not let the actions of a few bad people make you suspicious of all people. And here is something powerful that will set you free if you receive it. When you forgive the people who hurt you, you are not doing it for them. You are doing it for yourself. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only hurts you. It only keeps you bound in bitterness. It only gives them continued power over your emotions and your life. But forgiveness sets you free. It breaks the chains that have been holding you captive. It releases you from the prison of resentment and anger. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the hurt never happened. It does not mean acting like what they did was okay. It does not mean trusting someone who has not earned trust back. It does not mean allowing yourself to be mistreated again or staying in toxic relationships. It simply means releasing the debt they owe you, letting go of the desire for revenge, and trusting me to handle justice while you move forward in freedom and peace. My dear child, I have chosen you for something so special that even angels look at you with wonder. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not here by chance. I picked you before the world was even created. I looked through all of time and all of space, and I chose you specifically for this exact moment, for this exact purpose, for this exact calling, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that. I know you have been feeling like Maybe you do not matter very much. I know you have been looking at other people and thinking they are more important, more talented, more valuable than you are. I know you have been wondering if your life really makes any difference at all. But I need to tell you something that will shake those thoughts right out of your head. You are irreplaceable. There is nobody else like you in the entire universe. Nobody else can do what you were created to do. Nobody else can reach the people you can reach. Nobody else can fulfill the purpose I have written on your heart. Think about your children for a moment. I know you love them with a love so fierce it sometimes scares you. I know you worry about them constantly. I know you lie awake at night wondering if they will make the right choices, if they will be safe, if they will find their way in this confusing world. But I want you to know something that will bring peace to your worried heart. I love them even more than you do, and I am watching over them every single second of every single day. Your prayers for them are not falling on deaf ears. Every single word you speak over them, every single tear you cry for them, every single time you lift them up to me, I hear it all, and I am working in ways you cannot see. I am putting people in their path who will speak truth to them. I am closing doors that would lead them to danger. I am opening doors that will lead them to their destiny. I am fighting battles for them that they do not even know are happening. And I will never, ever stop protecting them and guiding them, because they are precious to me, just like you are precious to me. Do not listen to the lies that say your prayers are not working, or that your children are too far gone, or that it is too late for them to change. Those are vicious lies from an enemy who wants to steal your hope and make you give up. But I am here to tell you the truth. It is never too late. Nobody is ever too far gone. No situation is ever too broken for me to fix. I specialize in impossible situations. I am the God who brings dead things back to life, who makes ways where there are no ways, who turns mourning into dancing and ashes into beauty. Your family is going to be a testimony of my faithfulness. The struggles you are going through right now, the challenges that seem so overwhelming, the problems that feel like they will never be solved, they are all being woven together into a story that will inspire people for generations. Your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren will tell stories about how I showed up in your darkest hour and changed everything. They will talk about the miracles they saw with their own eyes. They will remember how you never gave up believing in me, even when everything looked hopeless. And speaking of not giving up, I want to address something important right now. You have been carrying shame and guilt about things from your past. You have been beating yourself up for mistakes you made, for times you failed, for moments when you did not measure up. But I need you to stop that right now. I have already forgiven you. I have already wiped your record clean. I have already thrown your sins into the deepest ocean and put up a sign that says no fishing allowed. The only one who is still holding those things against you is you. And it is time to let them go. It is time to forgive yourself the way I have forgiven you. It is time to stop looking back at who you used to be and start looking forward at who you are becoming. The old you is gone, dead, buried. You are a new creation now. Old things have passed away and everything has become new. So stop digging up graves and start building your future. I know there are people in your life who will not let you forget your past. People who bring up old mistakes to shame you. People who refuse to see the changes you have made. People who still treat you like the person you used to be instead of the person you are now. But their opinion does not matter. Their judgment does not define you. Their refusal to forgive does not keep you bound. I have set you free. and whom I set free is free indeed. Walk in that freedom. Hold your head up high. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your past. You do not have to keep apologizing for mistakes I have already forgiven and forgotten. You do not have to earn your way back into my good graces, because you never left my good graces. My love for you is not based on your performance. It is based on my character, and my character is unchanging, unfailing, and absolutely reliable. Now, before we go any further, I want to pause and ask you to do something that will help spread this message of hope to others who desperately need it. Please subscribe to this channel right now. When you subscribe, you make sure you never miss a word that could transform your life. You also become part of a movement that is bringing healing and encouragement to millions of people around the world. Every subscription helps us reach one more broken heart, one more desperate soul, one more person who is on the edge of giving up. So please, click that subscribe button and be part of changing lives everywhere. My beloved child, I want to talk to you about the dreams I have planted in your heart. Those desires that keep bubbling up no matter how many times you try to push them down. Those visions that wake you up in the middle of the night. Those ideas that excite you and terrify you at the same time. Those are not random thoughts. Those are not just wishful thinking. Those are seeds I have planted in the garden of your heart, and it is time for them to grow. You have been afraid to pursue those dreams because you think you are not qualified enough, not smart enough, not experienced enough, not connected enough. You have been listening to voices that tell you to be realistic, to play it safe, to settle for something more practical. But I did not put those dreams in your heart so you could ignore them. I put them there because I have equipped you with everything you need to accomplish them. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you feel completely ready. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. The perfect moment is now. You are as ready as you will ever be. And I am giving you permission right now to step into the calling I have placed on your life. Yes, you will make mistakes along the way. Yes, there will be challenges you did not expect. Yes, there will be moments when you wonder if you made the right choice. But I will be with you every step of the way, guiding you, teaching you, correcting you when you get off course, and celebrating with you when you succeed. The resources you need will show up exactly when you need them. The people who can help you will cross your path at exactly the right time. The doors that need to open will swing wide at exactly the right moment. You do not have to have it all figured out before you start. You just have to take the first step, and then the next step, and then the next step. One step at a time, one day at a time. I will lead you into everything I have promised you. I want to speak to your finances for a moment, because I know this has been a source of stress and worry for you. You have been afraid that there will not be enough. Afraid that you will not be able to pay your bills. Afraid that unexpected expenses will wipe you out. Afraid that you will never get ahead no matter how hard you work. But I need you to understand something that will change how you think about money forever. I am not just your God. I am your provider, and I own everything. The cattle on 1,000 hills belong to me. The silver and gold belong to me. Every resource you could ever need already belongs to me, and I am more than willing to share it with you. Not because you earned it or deserve it, but because you are my child, and I love taking care of my children. When you truly grasp this truth, when you really believe that I am your source, and not your job or your investments or your bank account, everything changes. You stop living in fear about money. You stop making decisions based purely on finances. You start being generous because you know that you cannot outgive me. You start taking risks of obedience because you trust that I will provide whatever you need to do what I have called you to do. And here is what is so beautiful. The more you trust me with your finances, the more you will see me provide in ways that blow your mind. Money will show up from sources you never expected. Opportunities will present themselves that you never could have created on your own. Bills will get paid in ways that make no natural sense. This is not magic. This is not luck. This is what happens when you partner with the God who owns everything and loves you more than life itself. Your health is another area where I want you to trust me more completely. I know you have been dealing with pain and sickness and problems that doctors cannot seem to fix. I know you have been praying for healing, and sometimes it feels like I am not listening or not answering. But I want you to know that I hear every single prayer. I see every single tear, and I am working in ways you cannot see to bring healing to your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. Sometimes healing happens instantly, in a moment of miraculous intervention. Sometimes healing happens gradually over time, as I guide you to the right treatments and the right doctors. Sometimes healing happens through changed habits and lifestyles. Sometimes the healing I am working on is deeper than physical healing. Sometimes I am healing wounds in your soul that have been there for decades. Sometimes I am healing generational patterns that have affected your family for generations. Trust my timing. Trust my methods. Trust my heart toward you. I am always working for your good. I am always moving toward healing and wholeness. I am always orchestrating things behind the scenes for your benefit. Even when you cannot see it, even when it does not feel like it, even when everything looks the opposite of what you are praying for, I am still at work. And I will not stop until you experience the fullness of everything I have promised you. I need to talk to you about forgiveness, because this is an area where many of my children get stuck. You have been hurt by people you loved, betrayed by people you trusted, abandoned by people who promised to always be there. And those wounds are still raw and painful. The temptation is to hold on to the hurt, to nurse the grudge, to keep rehearsing the offense in your mind. But that approach is poisoning you from the inside out. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. It only hurts you. It keeps you bound to the past. It gives the person who hurt you continued power over your emotions and your future. But forgiveness sets you free. When you forgive, you are not saying what they did was okay. You are not pretending the hurt never happened. You are not making yourself vulnerable to being hurt again. You are simply releasing them into my hands and trusting me to handle justice while you move forward in freedom. And here is what is powerful. When you forgive, you make room in your heart for me to heal the wounds that person inflicted. When you hold on to unforgiveness, those wounds stay open and infected. But when you release the person and the offense to me, I can begin the deep healing work that will restore you completely. The scars may remain, but they will no longer cause you pain. They will become testimonies of my healing power instead of sources of ongoing suffering. So right now, I am asking you to make a choice. Who are you going to forgive today? Whose name came to your mind as you read these words? That is the person I am asking you to release. It will not be easy. It might be one of the hardest things you ever do. But I promise you, the freedom on the other side of that forgiveness is worth every bit of the struggle it takes to get there. Your relationships in general need some attention. You have been settling for connections that drain you instead of relationships that fill you up. You have been keeping people in your inner circle who do not deserve to be there. You have been giving access to your heart to people who have proven they cannot be trusted with it. and it is time to make some changes. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your life. Some people need to be loved from a distance. Some relationships need healthy boundaries. Some people need to be released so they can find their own way and you can move forward into your destiny. This does not mean you stop loving them. This does not mean you become cruel or unkind. It simply means you stop allowing them to continue hurting you or holding you back. And as you create space by releasing unhealthy relationships, I will fill that space with people who will actually add to your life. People who will encourage you instead of tearing you down. People who will celebrate your victories instead of being jealous of your success. People who will speak truth to you in love instead of gossiping about you behind your back. People who will stand with you in the hard times instead of abandoning you when things get difficult. These kinds of friendships do not happen by accident. I orchestrate them. I bring the right people across your path at exactly the right time. But you have to be willing to let go of the wrong people to make room for the right people. You have to be willing to close some doors before new doors can open. You have to be willing to end some seasons before new seasons can begin. I know change is scary. I know letting go is hard. I know you have history with some of these people, and walking away feels like failure. But staying in relationships that are toxic is not loyalty. It is self-destruction. And I love you too much to watch you destroy yourself, trying to fix people who do not want to be fixed or maintain relationships with people who do not value you the way you deserve to be valued. Now let me speak to your purpose and calling, because this is something you have been confused about for a long time. You have been looking at other people's callings and thinking yours is less important. You have been comparing your assignment to someone else's assignment and feeling inadequate. You have been wondering if you missed your calling, or if maybe you do not even have one. But I need to shatter those lies right now. You absolutely have a calling. You were born with a purpose that only you can fulfill. And it is not less important than anyone else's calling just because it looks different. The body has many parts, and every single part is essential. The eye cannot say to the hand that it does not need it. The head cannot say to the feet that they are not important. Every part matters. Every role is crucial. And your role is absolutely vital to my plan. Stop waiting for some dramatic revelation about your purpose. Your purpose is being lived out right now, in the everyday moments of your life. Every time you show kindness to someone who is hurting, you are walking in purpose. Every time you speak truth to someone who is confused, you are fulfilling your calling. Every time you offer hope to someone who is discouraged, you are doing exactly what you were created to do. You do not have to be famous to matter. You do not have to have a big platform to make a difference. You do not have to reach millions of people to be successful in my eyes. Some of the most important work in my kingdom happens in quiet moments that nobody sees, in small acts of obedience that seem insignificant, in faithful service that goes unnoticed by the world, but is celebrated in heaven. Your faithfulness in the small things is preparing you for bigger things. But even if the bigger things never come, even if you spend your whole life serving in ways that seem small and unimportant to the world, you will hear me say, "Well done," when you stand before me. Because I measure success differently than the world does. I do not care about how famous you were, or how much money you made, or how many people knew your name. I care about whether you were faithful with what I gave you. I care about whether you loved people well. I care about whether you used your life to point others to me. Before we continue, let me remind you one more time to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. These messages are bringing hope and healing to people all over the world. When you subscribe, you help us reach even more people who are desperate for truth and encouragement. So please, click that button right now and be part of spreading this message of love to every corner of the earth where broken hearts are waiting to be healed. My precious child, I want to address the fear you have been carrying about the future. You look at the state of the world and you feel anxious. You see darkness growing and evil spreading and chaos increasing, and you wonder if there is any hope. You worry about what kind of world your children and grandchildren will inherit. You feel overwhelmed by problems that seem too big for any solution. But I need you to remember who I am. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea. I am the same God who brought down the walls of Jericho. I am the same God who shut the mouths of lions. I am the same God who raised the dead. I am the same God who defeated death itself. And I have not changed. I have not grown weaker. I have not lost control. I am still on the throne, and I am still working all things together for good. Yes, there will be challenges ahead. Yes, there will be difficulties and trials. Yes, there will be moments when it looks like evil is winning, but do not be deceived by appearances. I have already won the final victory. The outcome is not in doubt, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from my love or prevent my plans from coming to pass. Your job is not to fix the world. Your job is not to solve all the problems. Your job is not to carry the weight of everything that is wrong. Your job is simply to be faithful in your little corner of the world, to love the people I put in your path, to speak truth when I give you opportunity, to stand firm in your faith no matter what is happening around you, to be a light in the darkness, to be salt that preserves and flavors, to be a voice of hope in a world that is drowning in despair. When you do your part, I will do mine. And my part is infinitely bigger and more powerful than anything you could ever accomplish on your own. So stop trying to carry burdens you were never meant to carry. Stop stressing about things you have no control over. Stop worrying about problems that are my responsibility to solve. Just focus on what I have put in front of you today. Just be faithful with what I have given you right now. Just take the next step I am showing you, and trust me to handle everything else. I am bringing everything we have talked about to a close now, and I want to leave you with a message that will anchor your soul for the rest of your life. No matter what you face from this moment forward, no matter what challenges come your way, no matter what storms try to shake you, remember this one unshakable truth. I love you with a love that will never end, never fail, never give up, and never let go. My love for you is not based on your performance. It does not fluctuate with your moods. It does not depend on whether you are having a good day or a bad day, whether you are succeeding or failing, whether you are faithful or stumbling. My love is constant, unchanging, absolutely reliable. It was there before you were born. It will be there after this life ends. And it will follow you into eternity. When you truly grasp the depth and the width and the height and the length of my love for you, everything changes. Fear loses its power. Anxiety loses its grip. Worry loses its hold. Because you realize that the God who loves you more than anything is also the God who controls everything. And if He loves you that much, if He has already proven His love by giving His life for you, then you can trust Him with absolutely every detail of your existence. So here is what I want you to do starting right now, this very moment. I want you to stop striving. Stop struggling. Stop trying to make everything happen in your own strength. Just rest in my love. Just trust in my goodness. Just believe in my faithfulness. Let me carry the weight you have been trying to carry. Let me solve the problems you have been trying to solve. Let me fight the battles you have been trying to fight. You are not alone in any of this. You have never been alone, and you will never be alone. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My presence goes before you to prepare the way. My presence walks beside you to give you strength. My presence guards you from behind to protect you from attacks you do not even see coming. You are completely surrounded by my love, my power, my protection, and my provision. The season you are entering right now is going to be unlike anything you have ever experienced before. The breakthrough you have been praying for is not just coming, it is already here. The healing you have been believing for is already in process. The provision you have been asking for is already on its way. The relationships you have been hoping for are already being orchestrated. The purpose you have been seeking is already being revealed. Everything is coming together at exactly the right time in exactly the right way. So lift your head up high. Put a smile on your face. Let joy fill your heart. You are a child of the Most High God. You are loved beyond measure. You are valued beyond calculation. You are destined for greatness. You are chosen. You are called. You are qualified. You are equipped. You are empowered. And you are absolutely unstoppable when you walk hand in hand with me. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are ahead of you. The greatest victories you will ever experience have not happened yet. They are waiting for you in your future. The deepest joy, the most profound peace, the most satisfying fulfillment, it is all coming. It is all yours. It is all prepared and ready and waiting for you to step into it. So step forward with confidence. Walk into your destiny with boldness. Embrace your calling with courage. And never, ever forget that I am with you. I am for you. I am surrounding you. I am going before you. I am fighting for you. And I will never ever leave you or forsake you. You are mine, and I am yours, and nothing in all creation can ever change that. This is my promise to you, my beloved child. Believe it, receive it, walk in it, and watch what I do in your life. It is going to be more beautiful, more powerful, and more amazing than you ever dared to imagine. I love you eternally, and my love will carry you through everything that lies ahead. Now go forward in faith, knowing that victory is already yours, joy is already yours, peace is already yours, and an abundant life is already yours. All you have to do is reach out and take it. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season of breakthrough and blessing. Welcome it with open arms, and get ready for the most extraordinary chapter of your life to begin right now.